All right. So we are back with our local artists today that we're featuring, which is Rainmaker, Dell and Matthew Montgomery.
Hello.
Hi. So, now, Matthew, you are part of another Christian group.
Yes, I'm with Alabaster Jar as
Yes.
well, and we do the kind of the rock and roll side of the Christian music.
Okay.
And Rainmaker, with Dell and I, we do more. It's lighter. It's all original, but it's lighter and more contemporary.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I gotta say, I listened to some of it and sounded like Alanis Morissette to me. Really, I did. I liked it. So, so how long have y'all been singing together?
Actually, we started about 1998. I joined his band at the time, 52 Pickup, and God has brought us through a journey.
Yes, that time we were a secular band.
Oh, okay.
52 Pickup was a secular band that just did classic rock, and we hired Dale as our singer, and I fell in love with her. And since that time, God has brought us into recovery through addiction, drugs and alcohol and cigarettes, and
All kinds of other things.
it's been a wonderful wonderful journey.
Really? Cigarettes, huh?
We
A
quit
lot.
cigarettes October 10th of 2007.
Really?
Because we wanted to go on a mission trip to Guatemala, and they said, well, you can't smoke, you know, and so
Right.
through our church we got to...
I delivered.
Mhm.
Was it hard?
Cigarettes were probably harder than the alcohol.
Yeah, that's what everyone says.
Yeah.
Everyone tells me that.
It was.
And I see, because, I mean, I have some in my family. I wish they would hear this, because you can be delivered, right?
Yes.
I mean, one claims she'll get big as a house, and the other one is just a problem doing it. And I know that, I mean, you just have to really ask for that deliverance, and really, and you won't have that taste in your mouth anymore. So how did you go? Did you go on a fasting, or how did you get actually delivered from smoking cigarettes?
I chewed on cinnamon sticks.
Really?
I had
Okay.
cinnamon sticks and that I'd play with my hand and chew on,
Yeah.
because it's a
that.
habit. I mean, the smoking
Yeah,
is
exactly.
it's a habit, you know,
Mhm.
and you have to break that habit. And they say it takes 30 days to break a habit. So I use cinnamon sticks to occupy my hands and chew
Peppermint
on.
sticks, Jolly Ranchers, Tootsie Rolls, whatever. Yeah.
Move from cigarettes to chocolate.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's awesome. And that is a good testimony, because a lot of people do have that type of struggle where they can't. And, you know, cigarettes, I think, is one of the worst ones out there.
It's bad for you. It can make sure you can't breathe.
No, definitely. As for those who don't even smoke, it's even worse.
Mm-hmm.
So, very nice set of songs here on this CD, and I really do like them.
Thank you.
I just want to know, how do you get inspired to write the songs that you do write? Now, are these all originals, or?
Yes, the ones on the CD are, except for Jesus Loves Me. The lyrics for that are the old classic, Jesus Loves Me, This I Know.
Right.
Yeah.
But we did it to some different music. Most of the time, I guess I write music.
Most of the time he writes the music, and then the lyrics just come. One day, I mean, it can be anything, by just opening the Bible, or from life experience, or from opening a recovery Bible, a sentence that you hear somebody speak, a line on television, and then you just apply it.
Okay, awesome. So that's a great thing. Now, when we come back, 'cause I want to play one of your songs on your CD, which one would you say would be your favorite?
I don't know.
I know that, being an artist, you love all your songs.
I love Adonai.
Really? First on the Saturday that I want to refer you to as well. The Road Show. Have you heard of her?
That's my boss.
It's going to be awesome on her show.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, is it okay if I give Bob yours? Now, you have, your CDs, and I gotta tell you, this is different from what a lot of, are used to as far as Christian music. So let me ask you what I ask a lot of Christian artists nowadays, because you know it's a change from what people are used to listening to. Do you find it hard, or like if anyone's giving you, you know, a conflict of like, that's not the kind of music I'm used to listening to? Do you find that hard, or do you have to explain yourself?
I don't have to explain myself. I mean, this is what God has given
Right,
us,
right.
and even when I was in the secular band back in the 90s, even during my addiction, I still wrote Christian music because God had me on the road. You know, I mean, I was still trying to walk my walk instead of letting God take control. But He still was planting seeds with me and with others in the lyrics that I would even write then.
Right.
I always just wish that there was more of this kind of music when I was growing up, because there wasn't. It was all underground.
Right.
And so I didn't get a chance to listen to much, and I wasn't real impressed with the gospel songs that my parents listened to in church, you know. And so hopefully if I can touch somebody and just give them the word through what we listen, through what the music that we have, and then it's a positive thing.
Exactly.
I was blessed enough to stumble upon people like Larry Norman and Randy Stonehill growing up, and Marlon Lefebvre, and you know, Ken Hill, and then the Winans, and there used to be a show, and I was in Dallas listening to a show called, I think it was Night Vision, that Pete Orta had written the music for. And then when I got back to Lubbock and found out that he was from Lubbock, he worked at Gent's House of Music, I'd go in there and bug him and start talking to him a little bit about why isn't there more Christian music out there? Why isn't there more Christian rock and roll? I mean, that a generation like